Good afternoon. The meeting is called to order, please.
Chair Wayne Richards.
Present.
Vice Chair DeAndre Poole. Secretary Treasurer Blair Zicklin. Commissioner Jean Enright. Commissioner Marisa Laldas.
Present.
Executive Director Michael Meekins.
Here.
Board Counsel John Fumero.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Would we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Meekins, do we have any additions, deletions, and/or reorganizations of today's agenda?
There are none.
Thank you. Colleagues, is there a motion regarding the agenda?
So move. Approve the agenda.
Commissioner Enright? Thank you. Motion's been made and properly seconded to approve the agenda. Motion's been made and properly seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. Thank you. Approval of the minutes. Is there a motion, Commissioner Enright?
So move.
Second.
Thank you. Motion been made and properly seconded to approve the minutes. Any on readiness? Hearing, seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Mr. Meekins.
Yes, sir. Item F1. It's a motion to approve a memorial resolution honoring Lawrence Edward Kelly as a token of our heartfelt sympathy and gratitude for his service.
Thank you. I'm going to read this, please. Ms. Enright, you have your glasses on, don't you? Okay. A memorial resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the Port of Palm Beach District honoring Lawrence Edward Kelly. Whereas the Port of Palm Beach District is a political subdivision of the state of Florida, having certain powers as defined in the Port of Palm Beach Charter, Chapter 7081, Laws of Florida, Acts of 1915, as further supplemented and amended by special acts of the laws of Florida. And whereas the Port of Palm Beach District from time to time recognizes individuals whose humanitarian and civic contributions are outstanding. And whereas Lawrence Edward Kelly, age 65, of West Palm Beach, Florida, passed away unexpectedly on May 3rd, 2024. He was the husband for 22 years to Annie Kelly. Lawrence was born on January 26, 1959 in Broward County, Florida. And whereas Lawrence Edward Kelly began his military career in June 1977 when he enlisted in the U.S. Army, he spent 15 years and received an honorable discharge from active duty at SSG Staff Sergeant in July 1992. And whereas Lawrence Edward Kelly was a graduate of Plantation High School, also pursued studies in electrical engineering at Broward Community College, enriching his understanding and contributions to his passions of his field. And whereas Lawrence Edward Kelly, for the past 26 years, worked in numerous departments since he was hired as a security officer in 1997. Most recently, as the facilities foreman, he was a cherished member of the Port of Palm Beach family. And whereas Lawrence Edward Kelly was a dedicated member of the National Association of Government Employees for several years, serving in various roles and ultimately holding the position of president, Local R-195, at the time of his passing. And whereas he is survived by his wife, Annie Kelly, niece, Angela Rowe of Atlanta, Georgia, and loved by many. And whereas he will be deeply missed by so many whose lives were touched by his humor and fun, caring spirit. And that's so true. Kelly had a deep love of football, and therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the Port of Palm Beach District hereby formally honor Lawrence Edward Kelly and present this memorial to his family as a token of our heartfelt sympathy and gratitude for his service and active participation as a Port of Palm Beach employee. Subscribed to the 16th day of May 2026. This is signed by all the commissioners. May we please have a moment of silence for Mr. Kelly. Thank you. This wasn't planned, but what a shock to all of us. And Lawrence Kelly was loved by all of us here. All of us here knew him very well. And I used to tease him because although Lawrence Kelly is known as being a maintenance person, a security person, an all-around foreman, for 1 or 2 years we had him wearing a suit. And did he look so uncomfortable in his suit in this building? Boy. So we love you and we miss you, Lawrence Kelly. Thank you. Okay. All right. We're going to go on to F2. Mr. Higgins.
Chairman, this is a presentation by the Rivera Beach Police Chief.
I'm sorry, one more. Mr. Higgins. I'm sorry.
Please.
When is his service?
Please. When is his service? Because I do believe we know that information.
It is Sunday, this coming Sunday. I can get
At Royal
everybody
Palm
the
Beach
time.
Funeral
Royal Palm
Homes.
Beach, yes.
Give me a moment, please.
We'll get the time frame.
Jeremy sent out.
1 o'clock.
a couple
It's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock at Royal Palm Beach this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Please.
I didn't know the time.
We have a presentation by a Rivera Beach Police Chief on newly assigned sergeant to the Port of Palm Beach. Police Chief Michael Coleman, please.
I'd like to welcome the police chief here. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for being here. Please come forward, sir. Always a pleasure to have you. We're honored.
How you guys? Good morning. Good afternoon, sir. Michael
afternoon.
Coleman, Chief of Police of Rivera Beach. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
First of all, I'd like to come thank you guys for allowing us to partner with the Port of Palm Beach. The partnership we're trying to create with your organization is something going to be monumental to what we're trying to do to provide a safe environment for the city of Rivera Beach, as well as your customers and your partners that travel through our city as they come to visit the port. This opportunity is monumental for us, as well as you guys, because we're going to be able to patrol the waterways as well as the land around the port center to provide a safe environment as people visit our lovely city. We thank you guys and Mr. Rick and the director of the city for allowing us to be part of your vision. And we take those challenges very seriously, and we'll make sure we do a great job at the port. Thank you, guys.
Well, Chief Coleman, we're very excited, and we thank you for this initiative that you have undertaken on your direction. We look forward to partnering with you. I know in the previous years, the port and the city have worked very well together, especially when it comes to police protection and the joint cooperation. So thank you for taking it to the very next level.
Yes, sir.
Any comments? Commissioner Enright, you want to say something, I can tell.
Oh, I don't want to say, just thank you. Just thank you for taking the time out to come see us. And we appreciate you.
Absolutely. I want to introduce
And we're looking for good things.
my major back there, who's you'll see him every week, every meeting. Major Gordon. He has been in charge of this initiative.
Would he please stand up? We'd like to see Major Gordon.
Major Gordon. Come on, Major Gordon. Major Gordon has been in this city for 20 plus years, born and raised here. So it's a great opportunity for him to come back and give back to the city that he grew up in and be part of the vision that we're trying to create in Rivera Beach. So we want people to come here, be safe here, and enjoy what we have to offer in the city.
Great. He is well known and highly respected. So thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Commissioner Enright.
We're just honored to have you with us and to be in the city of Riviera Beach. We heard so many good things I have about you, and so we're looking forward to assisting you in any way possible. Thank you.
And thank you for your kindness over the years. We really, I've been knowing you for a minute, but thank you for your kindness.
I also wanted to say thank you for coming today, and I also was very happy to recruit several of our tenants to participate in your job fair.
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate that. We're going to have a great time. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Chief,
you.
I just want to say, Chief, good luck to you, and the city is in a good place. Good to have you at the helm of the police.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, great. We appreciate that. Mr. Meekins, F3.
F3, we have a presentation of a Master Municipal Clerk designation to the Port of Palm Beach District Clerk, Jacqueline Machado. That presentation will come by the Town of Gulfstream's Clerk, the FACC Southeast District Director, Renee Bassell.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Pronounce your last name. I want to say it correctly.
It is basil,
Okay.
just like the herb, but spelled different.
Okay. Welcome, Ms. Mason.
Thank you. Chairman Richards, members of the commission, town staff, and attendees, my name is Renee Basil. I am the Florida Association of City Clerks Southeast District Director. I also serve as immediate past president of the Palm Beach County Municipal Clerks Association, and I am currently the town clerk for the town of Gulfstream, as Michael just pointed out. It's with great pleasure that I appear here this afternoon to congratulate the port on the recent accomplishment of your district clerk, Jacqueline, and I'm a Southern girl from Georgia, so I don't want to mess it up, Machado.
That's correct.
All right. Upon receiving her Master Municipal Clerk designation, the International Institute of Municipal Clerks and its partner, the Florida Association of City Clerks, are professional associations that promote continuing education and certification through university and college-based institutes. IIMC's primary goal is to actively promote the continuing education and professional development of municipal clerks through extensive education programs, certification, publications, networking across the globe, annual conferences, and research. Florida Association's primary goal is to actively promote the continuing education and professional development of municipal clerks in the state of Florida, partnering with the Florida League of Cities and the Florida Institute of Government to meet the ever-changing educational needs of city and town clerks to improve their knowledge in areas such as public administration, law, management, elections, and many other disciplines. Currently, only 10% of the 14,934 members of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks have attained the Master Municipal Clerk. And of the 657 members of the Florida Association of City Clerks, only 24% or 164 members have reached the Master Municipal Clerk designation. Jackie makes 165. To achieve the Master Municipal Clerk designation, the first step is becoming a certified municipal clerk through the completion of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks approved Municipal Clerks Institute program conducted by the John Scott Daly Florida Institute of Government through the Florida State University in Tallahassee. This is, if you're a Knowles, this is your time to say, go Knowles. I'm a Dogs fan.
Is that Georgia?
Yes.
We'll talk later.
This program provides 120 student instructor contact hours of in-depth courses in managerial and leadership skills, social and interpersonal concerns, and technical training needed to deal with changes taking place in government today. However, true professionals never want to rest on their success, but instead keep reaching higher. The Master Municipal Clerk Academy was established to further professional education of city clerks and to meet the challenges of the office. Academy members must demonstrate they have actively engaged in education and professional participation that keeps them current with the changing events in the local government scene. Academy members seeking to earn the Master Municipal Clerk designation are required to attain 168 hours in advanced education with 80% coursework in public admin and 20% in electives, and attain 20 points in professional and social contributions that include attendance at professional meetings and conferences, and honors and awards received for specific individual achievements. This is quite a task considering the daily demands of the clerk's office. Jackie is now part of an elite group of professionals in local government, a group she could not have become part of without your commitment to support her efforts. In light of the speed and drastic nature of change these days, lifelong learning is not only desirable, it is necessary to keep pace with growing demands and changing needs of the citizens that we serve. The Port of Palm Beach can take immense pride in Jackie's educational accomplishments and achievement of this milestone. Finally, on behalf of Florida Association of City Clerks President, Board of Directors, and its members, the Florida Association of City Clerks Professional Education Committee, and the Southeast District We are all so very proud of you. Please join me in congratulating Jackie Machado on her impressive accomplishment as one of our newest master municipal clerks. Can we get a picture with everybody?
Board, please join us. Congratulations. Great significant. Great job.
Very proudly.
Thank you. Jackie, what a significant accomplishment. We're all very proud of you. That sounds like it was a tremendous amount of work and effort on your part. So thank you for putting that into yourself, and into the port. We're very proud of you. Okay. Mr. Meekins, we'll now move to the consent agenda, colleagues. Do we need to pull any items? And if not, is there a motion relative to the consent agenda? Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Second. Motion has been made and properly seconded. Any unreadiness? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? None. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, colleagues. We'll now move to the Executive Director's report. Mr. Meekins.
Yes, sir. February was a good month for us. We're ending there with cargo tonnage up by almost 6%. Total TEUs are slightly down and passengers are slightly down, but total tonnage is up. Cargo tonnage shows an increase over budget, while the TEUs and passengers showed, again, that slight decrease. The master plan update, the master plan has been approved, all done, on the shelf, it's done. The PID grant, we've worked hard on that. Just wanted to let you know the good news. Myriad has finally come back with the rescope. I signed that contract yesterday, and we are moving forward. Working with Gonzalez and Sons, should have a contract with them wrapped up for next week, and we're hoping to put a shovel on the ground sometime between June 1st and June 15th. The dredging, so to give you an update, if you look out the window, the dredge is out there today. It is shoveling along and hopefully taking out just as much sand as it can, 100,000 tons plus, and it should finish up, wrap up around, right now it's scheduled the 27th or the 28th. That could be extended depending on weather. The billboard and cell tower lease, right now we're on hold. We have a little bit of disagreement in the contract language, so we're holding off on that right now until we're comfortable. The recruitment status, Director of Finance, we're open and reviewing resumes. We started interviews this week, and they're moving along quite well. The port engineer, open and reviewing resumes as they come in. No qualified resumes have been received so far. Margaritaville at Sea, new itineraries this month. The cruise line announced it is offering 4-night itineraries to Key West from September through December. In addition, the new limited availability 4-night sailings, the cruise line will continue its 2 nights and 3-night itineraries to Grand Bahama Island. This will require operational changes, and we've been working through those now, trying to get ahead.
One moment, please.
Sure.
Commissioner Sicklin.
We spoke about the Jones Act.
Correct.
On this. Did we figure out exactly how this is going to figure in, or are we still working on that?
I'm still waiting on the details to come back to me.
Okay.
Transportation service proposal. A company came in, they came to see us, and they're currently doing work out at the airport at Palm Beach. They have an exclusive on taxis. They came to see us about doing business here at the port, and we're looking into it. There's a packet that's next to you that you can breeze through. Essentially, the advantages are that it's self-governing. The port doesn't have to be involved in the oversight in it. They have some pretty high standards, and where the county does not regulate on fares and things like that, you have a little bit more control over those kind of items. So that's just there for your information to kind of look over it, and we'll look to bring it back at a forward time.
A question, what about the current taxi operators that come to this port? How will they be impacted?
So currently, there are 10 taxi cabs that are decaled for the port. The company, we spoke in length, and they would be no issue with bringing those 10 companies along as long as they could meet the standards that they need to achieve.
Okay, so there are 10 current port decal holders, and they will attempt to work with them to bring them on board.
Right. If we were to make the transition, that would happen. We wouldn't look to make that transition until about the November timeframe, when we have to let the airport know whether we're going to continue on with the project or if we're going to go our own way and do something like this.
All right, thank you. Okay. So that'll be on our agenda next month for ratification.
Yes, I can bring it back for ratification next month.
So, Commissioners, if you have any questions, please speak to the director between now and then. It's a little different when we're done. Okay, thank you.
One of the last items is a port bike ride. The Port of Palm Beach Commissioners unanimously passed the proclamation during the March board meeting to recognize March as Florida Bicycle Month. On Saturday, April 27th, Commissioner Richards and several port employees and their families, they took a ride down to the Palm Beach Lake Trail to promote biking and embrace a healthier, more sustainable way of commuting. I think everybody had fun, and we only had one fall the entire time.
Well, we had a blast. What is did the injured person? I think they did very well, but are they okay?
I believe so right now. I think they're milking the boo-boo a little bit, but we're all right.
I think you're in trouble now.
Yeah, I think so.
Were you the only commissioner?
Yes.
I thought everyone was gung-ho, except for me.
I didn't volunteer. I had to work here.
Actually, the staff did a great job. We had a lot of fun.
Good.
So the applications for summer internship for the program closed April 26th. We have 8 candidates. Remy, you want to come up and talk a little bit more about that? She's hiding in the back.
Good evening, Commissioners. So we had 20 applicants, and we have selected 8 interns, and they'll start June 3rd.
Very good.
And it's an 8-week program.
I was worried when I heard 8. I'm thinking 8 out of 8, but we're 26th.
We had 20 applicants,
20.
and we selected 8.
Thank you. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you, Remy.
And that's my report.
Thank you. Any comments or questions?
Nope.
Gene? Okay, all right. Thank you. Governmental Affairs, I believe there's no report this month.
No, sir. Probably
Mr.
next
Pinsky is here.
month.
Do we have any comments or questions? Mr. Pinsky is present. Thank you for being here, Richard. Commissioner reports. We'll start with Gene right to my left. Thank you, Gene. Blair?
Nothing for me.
Dr. Poole? No. I'm going to write this date down. Commissioner Valdas?
Yes, I had, besides participating in several activities, I had a wonderful, wonderful time at the Sweet Corn Festival. I don't know if any of you have ever attended, but it's amazing. Our corn season is about finished. It's going to be finished soon, but it was a great time.
Very good. Thank you for that. All right, we're moving along. Did you bring corn for anyone?
I do actually have a lot of corn.
All right, thank you. Old business. Item I-1 litigation update, please. Counsel.
Yeah, so I don't have an update this month, although if any commissioners have specific questions about the case, I've spoken to some of you who made inquiries, and if you do, please let me know, and I'll be happy to give you a call and provide you a confidential update.
All right, we're hopeful that this will be wrapped up soon, though. We've had a lot of work's been done behind the scenes. We hope it'll be wrapped up soon. Thank you. Item I-2.
I-2, the suggested action is a motion to award an invitation to bid 2024-04 slip number 2 Ro-Ro repairs rebid to the lowest responsible bidder, Falcon Contracting, for the amount not to exceed $317,830. I would like to add to this that this is that insurance accident that we had, and that this will not go forward unless I receive 80% of the funds from the insurance company. That was our agreement. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Whenever they come back, at that point, we'll move forward with signing the actual contract.
And the other 20% is coming from?
It will come from them as well, but it'll be at the end of the project. Okay. I require the 80% up front because I didn't want to have to chase anybody's money.
Sure. All right, very good. Commissioner Sickman, you have a motion to award?
So move on the railroad repairs, $317,830.
Seconded by Commissioner Poole. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. J1, please.
Motion to approve the memorandum of agreement to reimburse Customs and Border Patrol for costs related to the communication and information technology IT upgrades as per our contract with them. The dollar amount's $153,916. Originally, when this came through, I asked for the contract. It stated that we had to have 180 days notice, went back and forth with Customs and Border Patrol, and essentially we will be, if you approve this today, we'll move forward, but we will not have to fund it until October. So it will allow us the time period to go ahead and add it to the budget for next year.
Any questions? Do we understand what's happening here? I think we all do.
Yeah.
Commissioner Poole?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded to approve J1. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? None. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We're now at comments from the public. I have one card. Any further cards? Seeing none, we'll close it. Ms. Shepherd, welcome. The floor is yours.
Chair.
Welcome.
Good evening, and to our Mr. Poole, and also to Jean Wright, to all of you in respectful places. I will not go hard on you tonight because I see my baby is back there, and I want her to keep that good impression of me and not attacking her daddy. And I'm just going to be. I want to attack you tonight, but I'm going to be nice. Look at him looking. He knows what I'm talking about. But I'm here today. Jeffrey Jackson cards just came out, and when we go into talking about leadership, you have to have a action of when you walk in a room, everybody know who you are. I just want to highlight a couple of things, and I'm so proud of him. I came back home from my vacation, a little upset because the deal did not go through with the city, with the housing authority. Well, this week he sealed the deal, and I guess within the next few months they will start the plans of building 158 units over on the Judge Rogers site, which is back of the Boys and Girls Club. So I'm indeed happy that this progress that he's made. He's been a part of the Heron Estates, and of course he has four houses in the portfolio, has a duplex and then a fourplex. That's called leadership. That's called being accountable for days that you want to be in office to serve your people. It is not about beauty. It's not about looks. It's about what you can do for the city. I'm indeed glad to represent him. I'm very glad that I met him some 20 years ago, and I made sure I just followed his path. And for them, happy, and I hope people realize that now the city is moving forward, the city of Riviera Beach. You heard them tear down the 3 fire stations. I think they're moving forward. The police station, very happy about that. And it would be a pleasure to serve people that just cannot afford the rent. It's going to be affordable houses. They're going to have shops in there. So it's going to be a beautiful site. And back to your plan, Mr. Richards, the boatyard, I guess. I don't know when that's going to start. But it's going to be a pleasure to walk to the boatyard and I guess over to our site where we will be. So I want to say thank you, Dr. Enright, for your support. I enjoyed the tea. Saw a lot of people that I hadn't seen for years. I was excited to really, I say, my family. Once again, thank you. And to our chief who just left, to Major Nathan, who the chief gave to me. And I started using him. Then I think the chief got jealous. He said, why did you take my guys? You got to realize you gave them to me. So we're very close, and whenever I need him, he's at my disposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shepherd. I need a 30-second break. 30-second break. One moment. We're going to have comments from the Board of Commissioners. We'll start with my left, Commissioner Enright,
I don't have any. I got your mail by mistake.
Commissioner Sicklin, Commissioner Dr. Poole, Commissioner Marissa Laldas.
No comment.
Well, I have a comment. I have a big comment. This is the first year that the Port of Palm Beach has decided to do something that I know of along these lines. And the port felt so compelled to do this because of the exemplary actions by one of our employees. We have phenomenal employees, but one of our employees has really stood out this year. Knocked everything out of the box. I really think for the last few years, the port is going to provide no less than three items or gifts. Would Uremi please come forward? Uremi, guys, standing ovation. Uremi is our Employee of the Year. So, yes, Uremi, we acknowledge your efforts on behalf of the Port of Palm Beach Board of Commissioners and staff. We have three items for you.
Who's going to take the picture?
Exactly.
So we can do it twice.
So we're going to put your nomenclature by a parking space. I think it's the same parking space. We wanted to approve it, but I'm told you have one of the best parking spaces already. Your name will be put there, number one. They say you don't have enough PTO. You'll get additional personal time off, and you must use it. You must use it. And additional compensation. Michael, how much?
$500.
$500 gift. So on behalf of the board and staff, we love you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's next year.
Thank you.
Fantastic. No, thank you.
We're only as strong as our employees. You guys know we're here X number of times a month, believe it or X. But you guys are here every day putting in the time and the hard work. So we thank you. And we especially thank those that work very, very diligently and hard for us. So thank you. All right. I think we're at the end of the agenda. Good, okay. Our next meeting would be, see, look at this. I'm here reaching, but our staff. June 20th, 4 p.m. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We are adjourned. Thank you.